Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Carly and I'm living Curly Curiously, and on this channel, we manifest the life we choose using the amazing spiritual laws. Now, I haven't made a personal video in so long, and I am so excited to be doing this video right now because I am going to compare the difference between law of attraction and law of assumption. Now, you've probably heard about law of assumption by now, and there tends to be a debate between which of these spiritual laws is the most real and how to effectively use these laws and if law of attraction is even a thing anymore. So in this video, I am going to compare the differences as I perceive them between law of attraction and law of assumption and what you can do to really amplify your manifestations and take back your power in 2022. Now, I previously recorded this video as a podcast episode, so I just wanted to do a quick intro just to let you know what is to come in the podcast episode, which I'm going to share here. If you would like me to share more of my podcast episodes here on YouTube, just comment down below and let me know. And be sure to mention any other law of assumption or law of attraction concepts which interest you so I can make more videos like this on YouTube. Before we get into the video, I would just like to quickly mention that I have created something amazing for the spiritual community and I'm so excited to share it with you. I have created the very first social and dating app for those of us who are aware of the fact that we create our own reality. My app Soul Tribe is almost ready to launch, and it will allow beautiful souls from all over the world to connect for friendships as well as love, both locally and all over the world. Soul Tribe also has amazing features which allows you to amplify your manifestations while establishing a deeper connection with yourself. I am so excited and it's about to launch, so check the description box with the link to the landing page so you can be notified once Soul Tribe is officially launched. And if you're also interested, all of the advertisements within Soul Tribe will be of high vibe businesses, products, and services. So if you are interested in advertising your amazing business, product, or services on the very first app for those of us who are into spirituality, manifestation, and conscious of the fact that we create our own reality, be sure to check out the link on the landing page. And I hope to see you within the tribe. But for now, let's get right into this video, comparing law of attraction and law of assumption and what you can start doing today to use these laws in your favor and allow your manifestations to effortlessly and naturally create in your life. I'll see you soon. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back or welcome to my podcast. My name is Carly and I am so excited to be back recording this for you. I know I went a little MIA, but life has honestly been truly amazing and incredible. So this is going to be a really quick video on some of the discoveries that I've made since I've been away from recording podcasts. So beautiful soul, I hope you are ready. Let's talk about manifestation, co-creation, law of assumption, law of attraction, self-concept, and the awesomeness that is us. Are you ready? Then let's go create. My life has literally transformed and has continued to transform right before my eyes. And it's honestly incredible because I just feel like I am understanding life and myself at such a deep level that I've never had before. And so really quickly, one of the things that I recently discovered has been the law of assumption and self-concept. Now, everyone knows, I'm pretty sure everyone knows law of attraction and law of assumption by now, but law of attraction essentially is a universal law that states that like attracts like. The energy that you put out into the universe is the energy that you get back. Now, law of assumption is a universal law that states that whatever you assume to be true is what is going to be made manifest and what is going to essentially be created for you within your reality. Now, these two laws sound very similar, but there is a very slight yet powerful difference between them that once you really grasp that perspective, it will honestly transform everything in your life. So basically, law of attraction states that you are attracting things. And what that does is, although law of attraction allows you to know that you are the creator of your reality, the way that the law has been showcased or exemplified, we live within a very abundant universe. And as we match our vibration to the things that we want to experience, we will attract them to us. Now, this sounds incredible, and honestly, my life would not be as amazing as it is right now if I did not discover law of attraction. But what you will notice is law of attraction places emphasis on the fact that the things that you are trying to manifest are kind of outside of you. And so they exist somewhere else, and you are attracting them to you. So it kind of creates the separation naturally between you and your manifestation. You wouldn't be attracting something to you if you already were it, right? It would just be who you are or what you're experiencing. Now, law of assumption tells you that not only do you live within an abundant universe and you get to be, do, and have any and everything that you desire, but you are that abundant universe. You are God made manifest. And in your reality, your perception is the only perception that matters. It's the only perception that you have any control over. So as you change how you see yourself and the world around you, your universe and the world that you are creating for yourself will naturally shift and change. Not because you raised your vibration in order to match something outside of you, but because you've stepped into your power, realized that you are the God, the energy, the source, and the creator of your reality, and you have allowed these manifestations which exist within you to just be made manifest in the 3D reality. So you're not asking the universe to, create things in your life. Understanding and integrating this concept has literally transformed everything for me. And to be honest, it was only a slight, very, very minute difference between how I even perceived law of attraction and what law of assumption says. Because even when I was more law of attraction aware, I always had the knowing that God dwelled within me, that I was an extension of God. And so I always had this idea and this concept that I'm not necessarily asking for things, but I'm kind of pulling from that higher version of myself. Law of assumption to me is essentially an extended version of the law of attraction. Now, I've been seeing on TikTok, some people have been making comments like, oh, I choose to practice law of assumption instead of law of attraction. But the way I perceive it is that there is no choosing one over the other. They are both universal laws and they work together. And the fact that they are universal laws, you can't really choose to use one and not the other, right? It's like you're saying that you choose to follow the law of gravity while you're here, right? Like the collective has decided that gravity is a thing on this planet. If you jump off of something, you're gonna fall. Like that's just the collective consciousness. That's what we have fed into. And honestly, I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Wright brothers were the ones that were like, you know what? I don't like this gravity thing. I'm gonna prove that I'm above this gravity thing. And that's probably how they invented airplanes. So maybe if we have more forward thinkers out there, we're probably all just gonna learn to just naturally ascend and fight gravity without the use of airplanes. But anyway, that is not the point of this. So these two laws are cut from the same cloth. They are an extension of the other, because when you think about it, for me, self-concept is the ultimate law. It's at the basis of everything, because self-concept really allows you to tap into the knowing that you are God in your reality. Whatever you say goes. And so all you have to do is really assume the things that you want to create. Work on that self-concept, which I will talk about really quickly in a second, and allow yourself to tap into the knowing that you are here to create. That is your role. And so there are no limits on your creations. You get to create your world. So that is why for me, that is the basis and it's the root. When you think about it, if you assume in your reality that people are kind, and you assume that things are always working out for you, and you assume that you live in an abundant universe, you will naturally attract people, circumstances, and experiences which are basically going to affirm that. Everyone and everything is a reflection of you. And this was one of those concepts that were kind of hard for me to grasp because I was like, have you met some people within the world that I am consciously aware of? You mean to tell me that annoying person is a reflection of me? And it's like, no way. But in reality, it is, because in order for me to perceive of certain people in my reality, I either have to think that their traits and attributes exist within me. And sometimes this can be very deep rooted and we may not even realize it at first. Or I have a concept and an idea that these people or these situations or these experiences in general exist. And so when you think about it, as you're having these assumptions and everyone in your reality is reflecting something back to you, from a 3D perspective, it may seem like you are attracting these things. You know, you are pulling them into your reality. One day they weren't there and the next they were. So it does seem like you are attracting these things. But the reason that these things are getting reflected in your reality is not necessarily because you raised your vibration to some level where these things exist. It's happening because you start to have the belief or the assumption that you can experience these things. Because think about it, even from a law of attraction perspective, they tell you that you have to feel things to be true. In order for something to manifest, for example, when you're visualizing or scripting, there's this emphasis on feeling it. But feeling it actually means assuming and stepping into the knowing that you are an all-powerful creator. Things are always working out for you. Whatever you say goes in your reality, and embracing the knowing that this reality exists for you, not because you're attracting it and there's this universe that is blessing you, but because you are God in your universe and you've chosen to create it. This slight shift has really allowed me to step into my power because I just know that I have full control in my life, and all I need to do is work on myself, which can sound very daunting, trust me, but honestly, it's been one of the most incredible things that I've been able to do, and something that law of assumption really emphasizes is self-concept. And now you can even compare self-concept to affirmations, but again, just like the law of attraction, there is a slight shift. So self-concept is basically how you see and perceive of yourself if you were to be portrayed through the eyes of others. So for example, what is it that you think people think about you? And what do you think about yourself? These are the two contributing factors to a very strong self-concept. When you say things like, I am so abundant and things are always working out for me, I have such an incredible personality and everyone loves my energy, people just naturally gravitate towards me. These can be looked at as affirmations. Saying things like, people are always complimenting me and everyone supports me in everything that I do. Everyone congratulates me on my success. When you add the extra layer of saying that other people in your reality feel a certain way about you, it turns from you idly saying affirmations to you basically affirming that your 3D reality is reflecting back to you all of the things that you have been assuming and creating for yourself. Now, remember what I said. everyone is a reflection of you. And the 3D reality is only here for you to create within. Everything that you want to experience already exists for you right now. And it doesn't exist in some faraway time and space. You hold all of the power to tap into and to realize and to live these creations. So if the people outside of you are reflecting and saying things like they're so happy for your success and they're congratulating you on your business, that means two things. That you have lived this manifestation. It already exists for you right now in this moment, so much so that other people, which again, we all know if we're all connected, we're all one mind, but on a 3D perspective, other people are now congratulating you. Other people are now affirming all of the things that you have assumed and started living within. So if they are the ones congratulating you on your success, and it's not just you saying, I am successful, someone outside of you in the 3D is telling you that they are happy and excited for your success. Someone outside of you is praising you on all of your growth and expansion. Someone outside of you loves and enjoys the time in your brand new house. That takes it up another level. That is you basically assuming and affirming and confirming that the 3D reality has conformed to your assumption and you are now living your manifestations, so much so that other people outside of you are reflecting that back to you. And again, I know that these are very slight differences, but they make a world of a difference. I recently started with all of this law of assumption, self-concept stuff. And honestly, it has changed the way that I see the universe. And I have been manifesting things a lot faster. And it's kind of interesting because I literally started saying self-concept statements, and within 3 days, someone in my reality would reflect it back to me. Like strangers, people on TikTok, my coworkers, my family, my friends, my boyfriend. Like I would just say things and people would just say them back to me. So for example, one thing that I started saying as a self-concept is like, I'm a queen, And again, it sounds like an affirmation, but there's a different energy behind it. And the reason why it's different is because I'm no longer saying these things because I'm trying to raise my vibration or I'm trying to attract something. I'm saying these things because I am in my power and I know I'm God. So when I say I am a queen and I am a goddess, I am feeling and I am tapping into that energy. When I say things like everyone loves my energy and people love being around me, I'm saying that not because I want it to be true, but because I know it to be true, because I am the creator of my reality and whatever I say goes. And I'm not trying to convince anyone, like the universe, that I raised my vibration and I'm saying these things because I'm at a higher level of consciousness. It's like, no, I am saying these things because I am the higher level of consciousness. And so I was saying things like, I am a queen and everyone loves my energy. And I kid you not, literally within 3 days, people started calling me queen. And random people, it would be random people sometimes on TikTok. I had one of my coworkers call me a queen. My friends would just randomly say it. And I know this doesn't seem like a big deal, but when none of these people in my life have ever said these things to me. And I literally just said it as something because I wanted to embody and embrace that energy. And then people started referring to me as it. And I was like, well, this is interesting. I also started saying things like, everyone loves my energy. I had people who would come and they would tell me, oh, I love your insights. I love your energy. I love talking to you. I love being around you. And I literally just started affirming these things through having this very strong self-concept and knowing these things to be true. Again, not trying to change my vibration in order to make them true, but knowing them to be true because I am the only power in my universe. And so I can honestly talk about this forever because it's literally blown my mind. And there's so many things that I am doing and creating right now. And there's so many things that I have manifested that I now realize that literally all I had to do was casually have a thought about something. Say I wanted to experience it, and it would happen. I didn't necessarily have to do any hard visualization. I didn't have to script about it. Sometimes I would do one manifestation technique and move on with my life. And then before I know it, months later, these things that I wanted to experience and to be and to have all started happening. It really is that simple and that easy, guys. And like I said, I can talk about this forever. This is something that has really flipped everything on its head for me. And I am playing more and more with this every single day, and I am noticing so many changes. So if you're listening to this, from a law of attraction perspective, like attracts like, and from a law of assumption perspective, you assume to be in a reality with people who are awesome, loving, caring, and kind. So here we are, meeting. Anyway, I am sending you guys so much love. Happy New Year. Happy manifesting. I will be back soon. And until next time, guys, I am sending you guys all peace, love, and high vibes. Bye.